Alright guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video. So today we're going to go ahead and rainbow the YARDRAT Goku, farmable from the new Android Saga story event. Now, I think they actually did quite a good job with this YARDRAT Goku, of making like a free-to-play unit who's actually kind of unique, and actually, you know, I think could help some people, maybe in, you know, some certain places. This Goku, for a free-to-play unit, he's not bad. And like, if you think a lot of the good free-to-play units that are out right now, a lot of them are EZA units, right? Goku Jr., Vegeta Jr., you know, like SCR Gogeta. A lot of those solid free-to-play units, they're all EZA units. But this Goku's not an EZA unit. He's just really, really good like this. I mean, the only unfortunate thing is that his art, I think, is pretty bad. I don't know. It looks really, really wonky, both his base form and his Super Saiyan art, but let me level him up and we'll hop into an event. Alright guys, so we're over in an event and we are on the Super Saiyan category team. This will be a good place for YARDRAT Goku, especially because, you know, really, I don't know, I guess he would work on all of his teams, because I've said this before, but there's not like a god tier, like must-use Super Saiyan Goku in Dokkan right now. Like, there's a bunch of good ones, you know, Dokkan Fest Goku's very good, but not like that highest tier level, right? I do think this Goku is on that tier level, but he's a base form Goku, right? So, you know, he doesn't really count as Super Saiyan Goku, even though, you know, he does transform into Super Saiyan Goku. Now, the other thing about this YARDRAT Goku here, he is a counter unit, which is very, very important, right? That's really the reason why he's good. But even furthermore from that, in order for him to be a counter unit, he does have to be in the second or third slot, which is interesting. Now, in the first slot, he has a 50% chance to dodge. His super attack animation is actually not that bad. You know, here's like, okay, so here's his counterattack animation, which looks very, very good, by the way. But one thing I really like about the super attacks nowadays, I think one of the big differences is you'll see the backgrounds, right? So like the background of where they fought is actually shown in their super attack, compared to, you know, previously where, you know, they would just be like floating in like negative space, basically. Like, one reason SCR Super Buu, like a lot of his animations look so bad is like all of SCR Super Buu's absorptions, they just have that entire black sky. Like, they didn't actually fill in the sky. Like, a huge thing Dokkan could do, I know AGL Piccolo and then SCR Super Buu, when they transform, like, there's no sky, it just looks so weird. It's just a vacant, like, black screen. Like, if they would adjust that to be the, you know, background of Namek, you know, for Piccolo, and then, you know, the wasteland area for Super Buu, that would make those animations just look a lot nicer. But, like, that's the main difference in animations nowadays, is you kind of see the background, right, you know, of when they're attacking. You know, like, think of, like, you know, Blue Gogeta. Like, you know, when he's fighting and doing his attacks and shit like that, it's from the background where he's fighting Broly, right? So those, like, are very, very helpful. Now, see, here's the negative about this Goku, right? So, for him to really help, you want him to get hit a lot so that he can, you know, activate his counterattacks a lot. But you can't use him in the first slot. Like, obviously, they balanced him in that manner. It's like they wanted to make him, like, good or usable or interesting, but not, like, you know, counter units can really be very, very powerful, OP. And, like, if Goku, you know, if we were able to put him right here and he could counter like crazy, that would be awesome. But he wouldn't counter in the first slot. Like, here, I actually want to show it. Let's put him in the first slot, and he's not going to counterattack. What he gets is a high chance to dodge in the first slot, but that doesn't activate until he attacks anyway. So all of his chances to attack doesn't occur until or his chances to dodge don't occur until right now. And we didn't even, wow, we got really unlucky there. But again, after he attacks, he has a high chance to evade in that first slot. So, you know, the other thing too is with units like that, typically, I would like to give them dodge, like, you know, so just to help them out with a little bit of extra, because, you know, they're going to be in that first spot where they might get pounded anyway, right? But the thing is, counter units, like, it is absolutely essential that for counter units, you give them crits. You gotta go max crit for counter units, because Like, that is like the entire basis of their unit actually being like helpful, right? So, you know, make sure to give this Goku max crit if you do plan on rainbowing him, right? That's, you know, again, that's actually quite important. Watch Gogeta go ahead and bob and weave this. Oh, none of our... I don't think hit cancels dodge until the last phase, does he not? Maybe he cancels dodge before the final phase. I thought he only, like, stopped the dodging before the final phase, but I don't know. The way this is going with, like, we're not getting any dodges, maybe he does actually, like, keep you from dodging even before that final phase. There's very few bosses right now in Dokkan that do that. Hit does it here, and then in Dokkan Battlefield, he also keeps you from dodging. And then, of course, the Legendary Goku event, that final phase does it also. So, again, oh, well, okay, you're going to block Goku in that spot? No, you're not. I'm just going to go ahead and actually use a beam. I want to show this again, where, you know, Goku... Well, I mean, we just saw him in... Nah, never mind. We just saw him in the first one. Actually, I'll do this. Yeah. This will actually get him some counters, so we'll go ahead and do that. We got double support type units on rotation for Goku. I'm sure with LRB Pan, he could probably hit over a 1 million attack set. Well, maybe. But it's... Regardless, it's going to be difficult, you know, because, like... one strong attack is not how this Goku is going to be able to be useful, right? It's, you know, getting all of the extra, like, counters and stuff like that. Trunks is taking a lot of damage here because I don't have another Vegeta family category ally on the team. But, alright, so we'll finish up this turn right here with Goku getting some counters, and then we'll move on to another one of his category teams and, you know, sort of see how he does. Can Hit be sealed? He can. Okay, cool. So we'll get all those counters off for sure. Well, I mean, he had already supered, but whatever. All right, so 800,000 is what he got up to. That's not horrible, considering he's then going to add in 2 counters as well. And I'm not getting any crits, of course. Like, can we get a crit with this Goku, please? So he can... There we go. Bow! Hit. Hold that. All right, guys. We're over here on the Pure Saiyan team now. Now, obviously, the Pure Saiyan team has... so many different, like such a variety of units, right? You could do whatever you want with the Pure Saiyan team. They got tons of support type units, normal type units, everything. Now, I do want to put this Goku in the first slot again. I kind of want to, like, show, like, what's going to happen with him in the first slot. So he's going to... Okay, that was his potential system dodge right there. There's his high chance to dodge, and that's not a high chance to dodge. All right, but he's just not going to be very effective if you run him in the first slot. If you are going to run YARDRAT Goku, he's got to go into that second or third slot in order for him to really be effective at all. I'm going to go ahead and push Turles off. All right, so we can go ahead and get rid of these two. And then on the next turn, we'll have our boy YARDRAT Goku, and he's going to have Broly and Paragus with him. So he's going to have a nice support type unit. Then on the rotation afterwards, we'll get Turles with him. So he'll be able to really put up a lot of extra damage. We'll kind of see, like, you know, maybe if we put Broly in one spot, Turles in the last spot, and then Goku in the second spot, and then hopefully he gets attacked a lot. At that point, we could potentially see a ton of counters, right? Because we can't put him in that first spot. So let's see if we get good luck where the counters are going to go. No, we don't, unfortunately. Again, this, you know, this is why... Counter units, I do understand why people love them so much. Like, you know, I'm not saying counter units are bad or anything along those lines, but you just got a lot of RNG, right? Like, you know, if Gohan and Goten decided to attack the second spot 10 times, you know, this Goku is doing, you know, 5 million damage or something like that, even though he's a free-to-play unit. But, you know, if they're going to attack the second spot once, which they did, then he's not really going to be able to provide that much extra damage. So, the other thing is, the way the Goku works, like, okay, so he'll work best, I guess, in something like the Legendary Goku event where the boss is attacking 50 times per turn, but at the same time, the Legendary Goku event, the boss's defense is going to be so high that you're not going to be able to, like, do damage with Goku's counterattacks unless you crit, right? Like, I am planning on probably taking him into the Legendary Goku event, and we'll kind of, you know, see how he's going to work. But, like, I already know without even, like, testing him out in there that he's going to do double-digit damage, like, once we get to the end. Because Goku only has, what, like, a 59% attack buff or whatever, which, you know, is low. For a counter-attacking unit, it's really good, right? But, you know, just for, like, a normal unit doing damage, it's not going to be the greatest. there's Super Saiyan 4s. I mean, if you guys have been watching my videos at all lately, you'll see, like, I get the Super Saiyan 4s counterattacks, like, constantly. They get their counterattacks, so it's definitely not rare for me. Alright, so this might end up being the best rotation we'll have for Goku in this video. Okay, actually this worked out. It did, okay. Because Gohan and Goten are attacking a lot at the end. So Goku actually will be able to get a number of counterattacks off. This is good. And then we have the two 40% support type units. So, you know, this is going to go very, very well. I believe, do Broly and Paragus, they get damage if it's a movie hero enemy they're fighting, right? Which Gohan and Goten are. So I believe they got that extra damage. After this, I think we'll probably do one rotation where we see Goku with LRB Pan. And then we'll probably finish up the video. So let's see how much damage he'll output on this turn. All right, so there's 720,000. Okay, so oh, and oh yeah, there's that RNG for for, you know, counter units right there. Of course, that's where Gohan and Goten had the super attack at the end, giving Goku less. Yeah, he's only doing 166k per counter. So like, you have to give him crits so he'll ignore defense. And then we got another one of their countdowns right there. All right, so yeah, there you go. You can run into some issues here and there with counter units. But all right, let's head over. We'll finish up on the Goku family team. All right, guys, so we're over here on the Goku family category team. And I figured this is probably where we'll go ahead and end things off. Let's see how much damage our boy YARDRAT Goku can do, having LRB Pan with her active skill. Now, again, you know, because of the fact that Goku, you know, he's going to get a very small, actually, it'll probably be best if I do this, right? Because he's not going to get extra, yeah, he doesn't have any extra links with B-Pan, so, okay, cool. We'll just do this. Because I want to see, like, how much damage this YARDRAT Goku's going to end up doing. I don't really need to worry about that Goku super attacking, and then YARDRAT Goku can get his super attack. So, what will he do on this rotation? What number will he be able to do? Again, I don't think we'll be able to break 1 million. Like, even if the SBR Goku was under 50% HP, I don't think that's going to get it. Well, no, maybe it would. Okay. Actually, I guess Goku could get over 1 million thanks to LRB Pan's active skill. I mean, it just goes to show you, you know, her active skill is absolutely, like, nuts, right? And the extra damage that it can actually help you provide. So, let's go ahead and finish up by taking a look at what our boy YARDRAT Goku's info is. Alright, guys, so this is Eternal Fighting Spirit and New Power Super Saiyan Goku. His leader skill is Int type Key 2 and 50% the stats, so, you know, he's a free-to-play unit. His leader skill is not why he's good. His super attack is the Instant Transmission Kamehameha, which does supreme damage with a medium chance of stunning. So, medium chance of stunning could be useful. I feel like this Goku could potentially maybe be a bit of a sleeper unit in Super Battle Road. He would get hit super hard because he has no defense, but I don't know. His overall stats just probably aren't high enough for him to really help too much out there. His passive skill, Teachings from Planet YARDRAT, gives him a 59% attack buff. Then he gets a high chance to dodge enemy attacks as the first attacker in a turn. And then he gets negative 59% damage from attacks in the second or third slot. And then also counters with enormous power. So, I don't know. I guess I should take him into Super Battle Road to see how well that minus 59% from normals will work in Super Battle Road, and see like if his counters, his medium chance of stunning, if all that can make him a good unit. I'm actually not really too sure. Like, I feel like there's a good chance even with the damage reduction he will get crushed, but it definitely will be a good test. His links are Saiyan Warrior Race, the Saiyan Lineage, Kamehameha, Experienced Fighters, Super Saiyan, Shocking Speed, and Shattering the Limit. So it is interesting that he has Shocking Speed, but not Prepared for Battle. You don't usually see that. His 12-key multiplier is 140%, that's typically what like free-to-play units will get. And then he is on 3 category teams. He's on the Pure Saiyan team, of course. He is also over here on the Goku family team. And then finally, he's on the Super Saiyan category team. I feel as though the Super Saiyan category team probably going to be the place where he's the most usable. Maybe, I don't know, because at the same time, the Super Saiyan category does have like all the Vegetos, Gogetas, like those Brolys on it. So it's not like it's a weak team by any you know, stretch of the imagination. But I don't know. Y'all let me know what you think of Yardrat Goku. I'll probably take him in a Super Battle Road or Legendary Goku event or something like that. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch y'all next time.